Hello, everyone. This is Lisa Dovey at Two Rivers Assembly. I'm the Director of Operations, and I just wanted to take a little time to be able to do some training with everyone. So, starting off, I'm right at the tworiversassembly.com homepage, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see something pretty small, but down here it says CCB login. And CCB is something that's really important within changing your availability and scheduling within the transformation team. So I just want to take a few minutes to familiarize everybody with it. So if you click right on this, it will bring us to the Two Rivers Assembly homepage right here. And you can go ahead and save this as into your favorites, this web address, because it's something you probably are going to be going back to, or you can always just access it back at the Two Rivers Assembly homepage right there. So starting out, you probably don't have a username or password, but you will have an activation email for one within your email. So you can just go ahead and open up your email. So I have a fake email here, Joe Schmo. He's going to be helping me out. So if we go in here, you'll see new login created. That'll be one of the emails that you'll have received from Two Rivers Assembly. So when you open up that, it'll say new login's been created. It'll probably be your username with your email, maybe something different. Just make sure you use that as your username right there. So you'll activate your login, has your new username, and just put in a password and confirm your password, letters and numbers. So I'm just going to put Jesus1. Jesus1 and submit that. So that's going to be my username and password. If you ever want to change your username and password, you just need to do that once you're in CCB, and I can show you how to do that. Jesus1 and log in. So once you are in, you will be able to see the groups you're a part of. You'll able to see a bunch of different things, and go ahead and familiarize yourself with CCB because it's important you know how to use it and how to be able to get around through it. But something that I wanted to be able to show you is if you click on your name, Joe Schmo, you'll be able to change your username and password right in here. You'll also be able to set your availability to serve, which I'll show you in a second, and you'll also be able to edit your profile. So if you go in and you can see your profile, you can add a lot of different things. A lot of it will probably be already entered, like your different things up here, your address, everything will be entered because you have most likely been to Discover Your Place. But I encourage you to fill in anything that's missing. But also, if you do receive text messages, it's important that you go in here and you turn on what mobile carrier you have, because we are able to send out text messages through CCB. And if you don't have that turned on, you won't be able to receive a text message from whoever is trying to send it within your group. And make sure you save that. So you'll also be able to set your availability. So if you go back up to your name, click on that, click on your availability to serve, you'll be able to block out certain days. Like if you need needed July 5th off because you're away on vacation or something else, you can always go in here and block out what days you are available or unavailable, and it will let whoever is scheduling you know. You can also go into your general availability, this is really neat. If you go up here, you can schedule yourself whatever weeks you want to be available, week 1, week 2 of that month. You can also say, I only want to be 3 times a month. I don't care which week, but I don't want to serve more than 3 or more than 2. So you can do your overall frequency. You can also do just your weeks. And you can go ahead and save that as well to be able to let whoever know. So this time I am using the host team as my example, so it would go ahead and let Cheryl know. The third thing I wanted to be able to show you was how to go into your group and download your team manual. So if you go over there and click your groups, and then you'll see whatever group. So if you're in worship team or River Kids or host team, you'll go right in there and click on your team. And you'll go in here and you will see files. You click on files and your host team manual will be uploaded. If there's any other files that your team leader wants you to read, they may have those uploaded as well. So Cheryl has her host team manual put right in here. I encourage you to download it and read through it before you come to your training day, whatever day you're scheduled. So you want to go in there and download your host team manual, go through it, read through it, and know your expectations before you come. And the last thing I did want to show you is that you'll see up on your little bell, you'll have an attention needed. And you might have seen earlier that you had a request. So if you click that, it'll say scheduling requests. So you can go in and change your scheduling requests right in here, but you'll also have seen within your email, and you'll always have this whenever you're requested a day to serve, you will have an email that says volunteer request. So you can always get in through CCB through your email request that will be sent to you whenever you're asked to serve. So if I click on that, oops, get rid of that. You'll see your volunteer request. It'll say that I scheduled you for whatever group, and then it'll tell you the date for your training session, when you're expected to be there, and all of that. You'll click respond, and so you'll always do this every time you get scheduled. No matter who schedules you, you need to respond to it. And you'll see requests up here, or like I said earlier, you could have seen it through your attention needed right there. So you click your request and you'll have your accept or decline right in there. It's really important that you let whoever know if you can't make it, that you don't just leave it. You have to push decline so that it lets Cheryl know that you will not be there to be a trainee or in the future as a greeter, whatever. It lets her know that you will not be able to make it, and she can go ahead and schedule someone else. But when you do push accept, you have to know that this is committing you to being there on time. You're being there for setup at 8 a.m., being there for your devos in the service, and all the way through cleanup at the end. So when you click that accept, it lets her know that you are definitely going to be there. If for any reason after that, you need to change that, you need to let Cheryl know, or you can find yourself a replacement. You can email Cheryl and let her know, or whoever it is within Worship Team River Kids. Let your leader know that you will not be there. But so now you're committed to that day to show up at that time. And it's so important because those days that you aren't there, it really does affect the team. And we wouldn't have someone in that position, and we feel that every position is extremely important. So that is how you do your availability, your scheduling. Get familiar with your groups, get familiar with CCB, just so that you'll be able to know in the future how to use everything, because we do a lot of scheduling, emailing through CCB, so it's really important you get to know how it all works. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks. Bye.